One of the plans for this spring, or at least when the snow is gone, is to make some compost bays in this location, because it's kind of far away from the house but not too far. It's easy to reach with the quad. There's a little bit of a downhill behind this little cagey thing, so we thought we could, back a trailer in and tip all the garbage in there. But for now, a short-term solution so that we can get some compost going this year already is to just use this one that's already here, that we have already tipped the hay from the hay barn into, as a back then a temporary solution to at least get rid of the hay. But since it has a roof, it's not really doing anything. It's just been drying really. So my idea was, just as a quick fix, take this roof off so that when it starts thawing this can start doing something. And our plan isn't to have a very labor intensive compost heap or compost base. Saw a video online about a 2-year process where you just kind of keep it. As long as you mix some carbon, some nitrogen in there, then it should be fine. So we have hay, and then we'll put some fresh offcuts and stuff on there, and maybe some wood chips, and then we'll just leave it there. It will take longer than when you put some work into it, but that's fine. It should take about 2 years to compost, according to that video. So the idea is to maybe the year after, or maybe if we have time this year already, make 2 more bays, or maybe just 3 bays besides one another, and then just take this one down, so that you can have one that you can fill, one that's working, and one that's ready. But for now, just I had a few ideas about this. It's either I disassemble this, which was my least favorite idea, because it's probably a lot of rusted nails, and so I think my next idea, which is looking promising, is just to take the chainsaw and just take off the top, at say 15 centimeters of these columns, and then just take the roof off that way. Well, I guess dismantling it is. I thought it would be somewhat anchored into the ground, but it was just placed on top of the grass, so it had no rigidity at all. And the roof is a lot heavier than I had thought, so it's fine. We didn't really want to keep that anyway, but now it's just a bit more work to clean it up, unfortunately. And so we see once again that if you want to do something fast, it usually takes longer. But anyway. Well, as much as I don't really like giving up on something before I am done, this was just a bad idea to start this with this much snow. It was difficult getting the quad here, and as you saw, it didn't really help that much anyway. I mean, it helped a bit in the end, but when I had the roof in half and it looked like manageable, it was still so heavy. I think it's just because you're pushing mostly against the snow. So I'll just tidy up the loose bits and then I'll leave this mess until most of the snow is gone, unfortunately, because yeah, so don't really have any grip in the snow. You can't really quickly change your footing, so no, it's It was probably already too dangerous to get as far as I did with the chainsaw in the snow and the heavy bits with nails still on them, so I'll call it a day and just continue this in about 6 weeks or so. I'm not great at taking it easy. This afternoon I said to myself, oh, I'll probably just won't do anything, it's too slippery, the road is totally iced. But then I was a bit restless and bored, so I just thought, oh, I'll just make a start on this, how bad can it be? Well, and now I'll end the afternoon with a bit of a frustration and disappointment, but at least now in my mind I get to do nothing because I proved that there's no point in doing anything anyway. But that's just how it works sometimes. I hope I can get the quad back. A few months ago I finished off the bedroom by installing this wardrobe with sliding doors, and a few weeks after that I installed some cheap LED lights with a motion sensor, all ran on batteries, just to see if that would work so that we could see into the drawers when it was a bit dark. That kind of worked, but since the motion sensor was attached to the lights, you couldn't really move the motion sensor in such a way that it would always reliably switch on the lights. And also it's on batteries, and I already noticed quite quickly that the light levels were going down. So I think day before yesterday I installed some better lights that with a movable motion sensor that is now just hanging right over there, so that reliably you can now just see inside your drawers. The light switches on, and also it's like a smart lighting, so it also switches on and off just by the click of a button. So if it's dark, we have the bedroom lights on anyway, the lights in the wardrobe switch on, but when it's not dark like now, where we just go into the bedroom and not switch on the lights because there's daylight coming in, but it might still be kind of shadowy and dark in the wardrobe, so then when I walk up to it, the light switches on, and then when it doesn't detect any motion anymore, the light switches off. So that's a little finishing touch on that project. So quite happy with that. And then when we want to tweak it a bit, maybe it senses too much motion, it switches on too often, we can just move the motion sensor, or we can change the settings in the app. Yeah, so that's that. We've been storing more and more dog stuff on this radiator, so we wanted a more tidy solution for this. So I made a shelf with some space for balls and the frisbee, as well as some hooks for the collars, etc. I've ordered some better hooks, but for now it's already a big improvement.